mogul and they know that. Logo on my flow mat. Courtside Chamberlain throwback match my Rolex. Everywhere I go flex, valet park on some low shit. Whole lot of smoke in that Rory, that thing potent. Burning rubber, wearing cameras, they was undercovers. Under pressure, made statements turned on their brothers. Never judge you, but the streets will never love you. I wonder what it come to in your brain for you to run to. One's the haters, handcuff us and maces. Call us dumb niggas cause our culture is contagious. Third generation South Central gangbangers that live long enough to see it change. Think it's time we make arrangements. Finally wiggle out they maze. Find me out in different places. When the spoke by the door, this the infiltration. Double back dressed in blue laces. Killed Dr. Sebi, he was teaching health. I fuck with Rick Ross cause he teaching wealth. Dropped out of school, I'ma teach myself. Made my first meal on my own, I don't need your help. All black, Tom Ford, it's a special week. City council meeting, they got hustle speaking. $1 billion project about to crack the cement. So one of our investments has become strategic. Summer 18, man, such a season. About to make my partners look like fucking genius. We was in the Regal, it was me and Steven. We done took a dream and turned it to a scene. Anything I wanted, everything I needed. Gotta pace yourself, it's all about your baby. You can have it all, it's all about your race. I done took my name and carved it in the cement. Back on that shootout at the beach, 20 deep. You tried to squeeze, your gun jammed, then they released. Blood on your teeth, how many stains? I see 3. The bitch started to panic, so I made her switch seats. Driving now, police chopper here flying now. Really not too spooked, calmly ask me, am I dying now? All I know is keep you calm and collected. Cracking jokes like, nigga, now you gon' be finally respected. See your blood leaking, got my foot on his gas. Toss the 40, we pull up to Daniel Free and see crash. You know the alibi. They start shooting, we was standing by. Ain't see nothing but the flare from the talents fly. I wasn't there, I was passing by. Matter of fact, don't say shit, I'm just gonna drop you in the back and slide. That's your weed, all the cash is mine. I take them both to the spot, plus your phone till you back on live.
Some motherfucking vibe, man. I already know what it is, man. We in the building.
Definitely.
And it's a conscious conversation.
But you know that we in here calm, cool, and collective. Shout out to everybody out there that's listening in and tuning in. Make sure y'all go subscribe.
Right now.
Right now.
Straight on all platforms. Right now. Let's go.
So we wanted to speak on a couple things. We wanted to bring up something that a lot of people don't talk about, but I feel like we should talk about because everybody here is a father, and that is raising kids as a black man. So just going into the conversation, like I know a lot of people didn't have their pops in the household, but I did. I had my dad in the household, so I see a different narrative when it came to having a father figure in the house. Now, just going off of that, I made sure that there were certain things that I would install in my kids, that they would understand that I'm always here for them, even if it was for a long distance haul. Like my oldest daughter, she's 13, and y'all know, but let the world know, she lives in Atlanta. She lives out of town. So she been out of town for about 6-7 years now, and me and her mom, we ended up figuring out a schedule, which we didn't know at that time that would be the schedule, but it started to work for the most part, and it works in his favor. Talk to her, texts, calls, things of that nature. My other 2 kids, I see them. We co-parent, so, but even if they need help with something, I ain't got a problem with them coming to my house. You know what I mean? Because what it comes down to is working as a community to make sure the kids is cool. Like, I know some dads or some parents, they be like, it shouldn't be like that. If it's your time, it's your time. And nah, man, if she got to get the bread and whatever she need the money for, I ain't got a problem with having my kids come over. I love my kids. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got a problem with seeing them more. You know what I mean? Right. Some people see it differently, like, oh, you ain't get your... I'm not saying everybody, but I know, like, some men be like, oh, I need that time to myself to turn up, drink, do whatever the case be. But it's more so like their generation is the next generation up, so why not show them what they need to understand, what they need to respect, what they need to basically articulate, to realize that there's somebody in their life just like their mom, but is a father figure that care like I care. I'm not just here just to, you know what I mean?
You're not just present.
I'm
you're
not
actually
yeah.
You're active
Facts.
in the relationship with the kids.
For sure.
And that's big major that what we talking about here is just helping people understand. I know y'all see us with these ski masks on, but we had to get your attention. We had to meet you where you at. You know what I'm saying? Just let you know there's fathers out here that's really taking care of their kids, like my man Lay over here just said, is being active in the kid's life. It's easy, you know what I'm saying, to purchase all the products, you know what I'm saying, buy all the games, buy all the shoes, the J's and all that. But we must understand that when we spending this quality time with our kids, that's the most important, valuable moment that they will remember. They ain't gonna remember them J's back in 95 or 2023 for y'all, you know what I'm saying? But I don't remember them J's. I remember some J's, but that I didn't really care about all that. You know what I'm saying? It's the moments when the parent was actually present helping you with something that was really important to them. So I think we need to pay attention to what's important to them when it comes to quality time.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that, man, Dre. You know what I'm saying? That's quality time is important. Time means more than, like you just stated, bro, just buying all the stuff that they want. Time is one-on-one with them. A lot of people got more than one child, you know what I mean? So it's not as easy, you know, if you got one child, it's not as easy to get at attention to everybody if you got a lot of kids, is what I'm saying.
Right.
But you should still make the effort and buy out the time as a father to be able to give time to each child. You know, like you lay out, my daughter's 13, bro, and you know, she's my world for real. You know, and that's something that I always struggle with, unfortunately. Is time, bro, is that quality time. You know, when I for me personally, when I was consistently getting her on a regular basis, it was just a weekend, bro. And like the weekend wasn't enough. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, and for me, like I'm not just some weekend dad. And there's a lot of people out there that's going through custody issues and shit like that. But you know what I'm saying? When you are with them, make sure that time count. Try to instill a little piece of advice that they could take throughout life and use as they get older. And I say that now because, again, my daughter's 13. So, you know, kids is like sponges. And when they're 13, they got minds of their own. Dre, you know, you got a daughter too, bro. I think she's a little older than 13. But
yeah, she about 14 going on. I mean, just turned 16. What am I talking about? Yeah. So that's how fast time goes. Yeah. But yeah, you know, she's 16 years old, and they definitely got that mind on their own. And one of my biggest advice for anybody that got a teenager is, from what I learned from my uncle and my experiences, you have to drop seeds and let them grow later. Because everybody that's ever watched, whoever's watching this podcast, everyone I know remembers something that their parents told them when they was young. So it's like those is like echoes to me when we dropping seeds. It's like a vibration later on that I said this, so whenever it does happen to them, whatever situation they're in, they gonna embrace it because they gonna be like, oh, Dad told me. Dad told me this is what it's gonna be.
Bro, I be having conversations with my sisters and we be talking about that like my dad's favorite cuss word when we got in trouble was bullshit. He used to be like, that's bullshit. Cause he wasn't hearing that shit. You know, when you trying to play him like Boo Boo the Fool, he wasn't with that shit. So like, and another thing that like I love that he installed in me, but I elaborate more on, but he used to keep it short, simple, but it would be so much you would get out of it. You know what I mean? Like, I think I put a post up on Facebook the one day, and I think he put like keep working, or he said something like that. But like just that alone, it was a big statement. Like, okay, he's saying put my head down, stay focused. That's what he put. He put stay focused, and I was like, yeah, he's right. Like I need to stay on this train. I need to not get derailed. I need to not, you know what I'm saying? Like it was so many things that I got out of that small statement. You know what I mean? But one thing that I peak with my kids is I elaborate a little bit more. Talk to my son, like he elaborated on certain things too though, but I elaborate with my son like, look man, there's just certain things that are different for you. You know what I mean? I was like, between you and your sister, sometimes I am a little bit harder on you, and I had to realize that too. I was like, I don't gotta be as hard, but I need you to understand though, like there is a balance that has to happen. You know what I mean? Like, and same with the girls, like I state to them like the attitude thing. I was like, look, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. I was like, so you got to understand how, like, we can play geek, all that, but when I'm serious, like, understanding I'm serious, and I don't want to hear nothing extra, or, you know what I mean, just handle what you need to handle, and then we can go from there instead of it being something bigger than it needs to be. Like,
and discipline's important too, bro.
Big time.
I stress that a lot. A lot of people is caught up on that word discipline. It's not the same as it was 10 years ago, 15 years ago. It's not the same. So but whatever type of structured discipline y'all have for y'all kids, make sure it's consistent, bro, because nobody likes discipline, not even adults. Sometimes adults got to be disciplined, but it builds character for the kids as they grow and as they mature into adults. They'll come to realize and look back on the discipline that they have, as long as it's not abuse. They'll come back to look on that discipline and understand that it made them a more well-rounded woman or a more well-rounded man. So don't take, discipline lightly, and don't do it and when you're angry, but make sure that's consistent throughout, as they need it, as they grow, because again, it's going to be important, and it'll make them well-rounded when they become adults.
Big facts, and I definitely believe that. So, how you feel about a little bit just about as us coming up, all of our parents, we all got a good ass whooping. So us getting that good ass whooping when we was young, you feel like that was discipline, or you feel like something that was abuse?
I feel like it was half and half. I feel like it was half and half, bro.
She might have been angry at work that day and slapped the shit out of you.
When it was happening, it felt like it might have been abuse when it was happening. But
we is getting beat down, man.
Got hit with that sword. But I got hit with a toy sword. I was mad as hell. Man, damn, that was a beast to me. I got whooped by both parents at the same time, grabbed me by both arms.
Oh, yeah, you got that shady. Yeah. What you do, my boy?
I bust the side of the window on the side of the crib.
Oh, yeah. Bro, you had that coming. You had that coming.
Should wait till your dad get home.
You had that coming,
I ain't telling you it was going to be double T.
Oh, man.
I tried to run and scream out the window like, hell.
They wasn't shit.
Back in the day, we used to be like, oh, God, like, man, I'm going to call CYS on y'all. That's when it started feeling like abuse.
That's a real thing now. You say that, though, but that's a real thing now. Kids is quick to say that because you can't touch them now.
Oh, my God.
But
let them go to school and tell you that shit, nigga. They can come to your house.
They can,
I'll say this. There's a difference between a ass whooping and abuse. For sure. I'll say it like that. Like, my pops was out here just punching me in my fucking face and shit. Shut the fuck up. Wow. Because there's some parents that's really out there like that. Like, really fucking their kids up. But,
you think that's anger issues?
Like, it's... Yeah, for sure. But I'm stating, even with that, I had to catch myself, like, if I'm having a bad day, I can't take it out on them. And I had that conversation with my kids. I said, look, I was like, I love y'all to death. I was like, and sometimes I was like, I have to learn how to control how I feel and to decipher that has nothing to do with what the punishment deals with just because I was having a bad day. It might be a little bit too extensively. Now, if it's really something bad, like you went downstairs and pissed in the basement, like some weird shit, or you cussing at teachers or some weird shit.
That's
I'm just
an ass
saying.
whooping.
Like that's an ass whooping.
Yeah.
But
I just said that warrants that.
But,
Yeah, he
but
said
it's
that
just
you
like
just
it's a
whooping them
little,
out the blue.
but you just beating them because you dropped a pencil on the
pencil,
ground.
yeah, that's
Like,
abuse,
come on,
bro.
man. I understand you had a bad day, but you ain't gotta do all that.
Right,
And
right.
for real now, I get why my dad, for real, like my mom might have been the one that beat us more. And the only reason why I say that, I love you, mom. But the only reason why I'm saying that, because my pop said there was a cutoff time. I think the cutoff time was like 8 years old. He's like, after 8 or 9, he said, I stopped beating y'all. Y'all got on punishment and stuff like that. He said, that's what it is. He said, it ain't nothing more or nothing less. And you got to understand that.
That's a big fact,
But
bro.
what's the next topic that we got going on? We switching over to. My phone just died.
What's we switching over to? Oh, well, we got a couple more minutes though. Well, I want to say one thing about the parenting, just to let y'all know, man. For all my great fathers out here that's really taking care of business, you know what I'm saying, not just buying gifts, but actually being in their kids' lives and, you know, spending that quality time with them. Congratulations, man. Give you your flowers now, because that's what it's all about, you know what I'm saying, that quality time with those kids, because I'm telling you, when they get older, they're going to be like, I remember Dad, when you was with me doing this. I remember when you was helping me do this. Or I remember when you put this together with me. Or I remember you took us outside. I remember I built a snowman with my kids. They still remember that.
Facts.
I literally was like, let me go do this. And that was something that I knew intentionally that I was creating for them to remember. Like, yeah, y'all going to remember this, because they're going to remember that I was around. I was really there. And I wasn't absent. And I ain't just say, hey, I'm going to get you this and get you that, and then not being around in the room. So congratulations to all them fathers out there that's really spending that quality time with y'all kids.
And even when y'all going shopping, like, it's not really y'all buying the products. It's the time that y'all spent shopping, the time that y'all sat down and ate lunch with them while y'all was shopping and stuff. They really think about that more than anything than, like, what they really grabbed, because it was the full-blown experience. Like, they get to experience something different that they love to see with their parents, see with their dad, you know what I mean? And black men in the household is very important. So please take care of y'all kids. Not even please take care of y'all kids. I ain't gonna say it like that. Take care of y'all kids.
Yeah.
For sure.
Take care of y'all kids. What's the next topic,
Next
brother
topic
bro?
is economic change.
Sheesh. So economic change, that is very impactful in so many ways, because a lot of stuff has been going up. Inflation is at an all-time high. A couple banks have been unfortunately becoming bankrupt, which is a scary sight. It's a very scary sight. What do you guys got to state on that, man?
I got
What's your opinion on that?
just watching the economy and where everything is going. So we got artificial intelligence really taking over. It's really like taking over to the point where people are using it to help each other. They're putting it in, I think, BMW or Mercedes-Benz. One of the companies, they put artificial intelligence inside their cars. They joint with GPT chat. So like things like that's happening. So I just feel like the way we're going now, you're gonna have to learn how to use technology for your advantage. Because if you don't, you're gonna fall behind in this economy. And I'm not trying to scare nobody out there, because it's like, you got McDonald's got robots giving out food. They're gonna have waiters giving out food. So all your basic jobs, y'all not gonna be able to have. So y'all gonna have to learn a skill. So you're gonna have to put your head into some knowledge to get with the economy and to move to credit. Everything's gonna become digital, basically.
How you feel about that, bro?
I agree with Dre. You know, I was actually watching, I can't think what it's called, but I'm subscribed to some type of technology. Well, it's an investment circle.
Okay.
And there's a company here that they didn't in Pennsylvania that's coming out with like you was saying, Dre, artificial intelligence. But what it is like how we're thinking like the chips are gonna be in the brain. It's an earpiece, bro. It's already patented and out. A lot of investors has already like got their hands on it. It's a company here in Pennsylvania. They didn't tell us the name because they didn't. It's still secret.
Right.
But it's about to go to market, and what it does is all it is you can be on the screen, and if you're thinking it, you can send an email just by thinking it.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's the tech is already, so the tech is here. So like you were saying, Dre, I say that to say it's definitely going to get real technical real soon, real fast. It's already being done. So, those jobs, like you said, bro, they ain't going to be here. The basic jobs is going to be obsolete. So you do have to learn a skill. You do have to get right with your finances and learning how to, make money and, do all types of stuff.
So pause. Try to hit that camera, hit the record. Yep. That camera.
You pause it?
No, that's cool. I'm going to edit this part. Right.
Oh, okay. No, but
So just hit the record button.
yeah, like you gonna have to know your shit. You gonna have to know a lot of stuff to be able to survive and maintain. Of course, you want to be you want to be more than just maintaining. You want to be well off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's a lot of tools out there now that you can learn now to where when we are in that space to where everything is definitely robotic and technical, you'll be able to maneuver through it with no problem.
Investments too. I would say a lot of investments. People need to understand to become their own bank. Like we have all these banks, and the only thing that they're doing is using our money to make money.
Make 1%.
When we can do the same thing and make more money than 1%, we can make between 6 to 12%. And we're speaking on IULs, which is an Index Universal Life Insurance Policy.
Speak on it.
Another one that we could speak on, annuities. Annuities, you could put, I think the lowest amount is about $5,000, I think. But you could put $10 grand into it, and we call it set it and forget it. So you set it in there, you forget about it, and your money accrues. It grows on its own. Whenever you want to take it out, that's on you. That's upon you. Mm-hmm. But the longer that it stays in, the more money that you're going to generate from this. But we got to realize that money is always going to be the lowest of the low when it comes to us needing it to make a profit. Money is supposed to be used as a tool.
Facts.
And we just use it in the wrong way. I mean, as in the world. Some people get it, some people don't. But we have to utilize money. Utilize money.
Utilize it.
It has to be utilized, because if we don't, we're going to be stuck in the same circle that we've been in, buying fast food and shoes and J's, when we could really be off right. You know what I mean? When it comes to, our community.
When it comes to financial discipline with our community, to be honest, to the core of our heart is like, I didn't grow up in a household that had a financial literacy structure. Mm-hmm. So when I got to college, I learned financial literacy, and they is teaching me how to finance my life, writing down your rent, your light, your gas, and adding those bills up, and then adding up what you make for the month, and then being able to subtract and just understand simple math. I think that those simple things in our community we need heavily, because most of us don't understand like how to finance, how to balance, especially people that's trapping. Especially, what I'm saying, if you're moving out here just spending money and like I'm gonna make it back, it's not about just making it back. It's about really taking the dollars and investing into something that can make you more money. So we have to understand that we gotta start from square one. You might be working that 9 to 5, you might be traveling right now, you might be doing whatever, but you gotta start evaluating like, all right, where's all my money going?
I don't know, this sweatshirt is pretty dope, man. If y'all don't know, this is sponsored by Dirty Laundry. Go holler at Icy 2 Times or Poop Papers so you can get everything right when it comes to your size. And hey man, go shop Dirty Laundry, the collection. Dirty Laundry.
Lay was saying, you kind of want to become your own bank, and if you don't already know, money, like Lay said too, money is a form of protection. You do want to have some for emergencies, but the real game is credit. You want to learn how to utilize your credit. And with today's economy, credit is king. Well, credit's always been king here in the U.S. It's just now more information about it that's available to everybody to learn how to utilize their credit and leverage their credit. Credit is king here. Always. So that's more powerful than money. Because if you got credit, you'll have money.
Fact.
You know what I mean? And you can always get money if your credit is good and your credit's right. So you want to learn how to capitalize off of credit, how to leverage your credit, and how to utilize it in a way to gain assets. You know what I mean? So that's how you survive in our current economy. And anytime the economy look like it's going to tank, you'll always be right because your credit's right. And what comes along with that is other investments that'll help you build wealth. So that's where it's at.
And I just want to get some advice on just take this in perspective for all y'all people out there listening right now. Just take it in perspective. Our debt ceiling for America is $32 billion. That means they use money to leverage assets, meaning they will take money from a bank, 20, 30, 50, 60, 100 million, and go buy assets, and those assets will make money to pay back the loan and more. That is what we call investment, something that's going to accumulate. Are you out here traveling? Why did you buy those drugs? You know why? Because you said, I'm going to make this profit.
Or
now,
better yet, let's go into this. Let's go into this. We'll break it down a little bit more. Let's say you ain't even pay for it. Now we're considering this credit. You got your PK, whatever you make off is what you set to the side, and you pay back your credit for you to look like a valuable customer. Now this shows your consistency. So because people see your consistency, what do you think that they do? They give you a bigger amount. And just like a credit card, the bigger the amount is, the more protected that they feel that you are with balancing your money. It's the same thing. It's just it's the same thing, just two different worlds, but it's still the same analogy. Like, all we have to do is just flip over to the other side. That's it. Even when it comes down to that profit that y'all getting, there's so many houses that y'all can grab. There's so many things that you can turn legal to switch your mind frame. I get it. You spend $5,000, $10,000 on designer. Spend that $5,000, $10,000 on a crib. Spend that $5,000, $10,000 on your youngin that you know he's working, and you can put him on, and he can just work the job for you, and you still get paid. You can start a cleaning company. You can start a demolition company. There's a couple ways that you can get this paper. There's more than just one way.
Stop being lazy.
Because
I mean, you giving out great ideas to these people. Some people be like, man, I hear you, bro. No, stop being lazy,
man. It's to the point.
Stop being lazy. Just go put it in the steps. Everything's a step. That's
all it is.
There's no speed race. If you get it fast, you're gonna lose it fast.
Fast as
you know what I'm saying? And anybody that got it fast lost it fast. So we talking about longevity.
For sure.
So take your time and work through the emotion. Learn about financial literacy, man. You got YouTube University. You can go in there and learn about anything about economics, about as far as finance, and about your credit and how you can go get your credit right.
And if you want to take it even further, we got communities like the Next Level University, where we have things installed, which is a community that we're a part of, which we have things installed to help people advance as a whole, as their individual and for the community itself. Like, I'm talking about physically, mentally, and emotionally. It's not just one aspect. And these are things that are needed for any person in life, not just a male, not just a female, any person in life. You got to make sure that you stay fit. You got to make sure that you eat right. Even if it's you portioning your food out, you know what I mean? You ain't got to be somebody that overeats everything for you to feel sluggish all day. You got to understand that certain things are not good for you. Certain money traits are not good for you. And certain things that you're around is not good for you. It's not going to help you advance how you want to.
Disconnect.
It's not conducive to your elevation.
Hell no. You know what I'm saying? So, if you out here and you running about, you trying to figure it out, you trying to figure out how you want to get this and get that. It ain't even about getting this, man. It's about attracting what you want to be. So you want to be around successful people, you can. You just got to find them people and then start being around them. And then the next step and the next thing's going to happen for you. You going to be like, oh, yeah, this happened for me, that happened for me. Because you surrounded yourself around the right people that was going to help you elevate the dream that was within your mind to go to the next level.
So like they say, health is wealth, right? But speaking of that, I got one quick question for y'all. How y'all feel about them cloning chickens?
That shit's fucked up.
That's part of the economy.
Yeah, that is a part of the economy.
Niggas about to have clones.
It's a money scheme, bro.
You better go out here and start learning how to grow your own grass on the field.
Put it like this. Shout out to my man. He got his own chickens.
Oh, see?
I swear to God,
I'm cool
bro.
with that.
He got his own chickens. He built a coop for them and everything so they can lay their eggs, bro. What you say? Nah, bro.
I bought these for the dog. You like, oh, you bought them from who?
My man's gonna play around, man. You don't play around at all.
Eddie, you let them get them on? Because you gotta let the chickens get it on so you
got
can
to.
get more chickens.
You got to, bro.
Not if you grow up in the lab.
He said we need this money fast.
You need that fast money, though.
Oh, man. That's crazy.
But you know why they doing that, though? They said they doing that because a lot of the greenhouse emissions and shit.
It's
from
a
the,
shortage of chicken wings.
Too many people eating up the chicken wings, bro. They got breast chicken. They got all types of chicken. They been giving us clone. They just got to prove like, yeah, we been sliding that.
Swear to God.
They been sliding us that clone beef. They just like, yeah, we just finally got it approved.
Said,
bro.
we just publicly letting y'all know now.
It's the same thing with prohibition when they had liquor, bro. When I don't know if y'all know about prohibition. Prohibition is when liquor
Break it down to them.
Liquor was illegal at one point in time in history, and people in different cities was still sipping regardless. I'm talking about governors, cops. They was still sipping, but the FBI used to come in and they used to throw the liquor in the cut and be like, "No, we ain't drinking," but everybody look at sauce.
I swear.
You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing. They was already getting sauce, and then they got approved. And they're like, you know what? Now we out open with it. So the same thing. They been serving the wings. You know what I'm saying? Clone wings, but they now like, hey, it's approved now. So that's
What you think you eat when you eat hook and fish?
Oh shit!
I don't know. Hook and fish
No,
are
them A-Rats be having the little wings.
They be having the little wings.
Yeah,
But them big wings, y'all got them.
yeah.
Them baby turkey legs. I'm like,
Jesus, you bite into a whole human.
Yeah,
right there.
you be like, oh, what the hell is this?
Bro, that's beefy.
they be
You
wild.
got veins in it. You like, ooh, this is wild.
It don't even taste the same. It just
That's
tastes
gonna get you
different.
big right there, dog. Eat that thing, dog.
Shit, am I eating a pig or am I eating real chicken?
Only if a human can see inside of his body, they be like, nigga, I'll never ever. But yeah, next topic.
Man, we talking about ratchetness. Ratchetness is at an all-time high. All-time high.
Ratchet shit.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. You can scroll through your For You page right now. You gonna hear, rip me out the plastic. You gonna hear,
They got a bag on their head and shit about to die.
Stuck it with my rounds. And
My booty hole brown.
It's getting crazy.
It's getting wild, yeah.
crazy.
Why y'all think that is, though? Why you think
Well, I'll say this
is
first.
at all time?
I'll say this
But
first.
what generation was they raised by? I
I'll
don't
say
know.
no. I'll say this first. Shout out to the women that y'all made an independent wave. I give y'all that.
Yeah.
But what's coming with the wave? It's getting out of hand.
It's getting out of hand.
Like we done had a couple things go down. It been pretty wild, man. Like honest to
She
God.
worrying about somebody taking care of her when her credit score fucked up. This is crazy.
Nah,
like
for
that
real.
ain't making no sense. It's like I don't know if these females want somebody to run a daycare. It's like, you know what I'm saying? A nigga just out here just slinging nigga and giving out money.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's Leprechaun. He got a pot of gold and he's just handing it out. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't understand it, but I'm wifed up, you know what I'm saying? But just for the generation I see, y'all playing the dangerous motherfucking game.
That's the thing. That's the thing now. But that's always been a thing, bro. It's sad to say, you know, even in the mainstream, like not to take it there, but on the YouTube movements and shit, like y'all niggas, you know, y'all was doing what y'all was doing with these powerful men that was in position to put y'all on, and then y'all get your bags, and then now you want to come back and talk about, oh, this was wrong. You knew it was wrong. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a trickle down effect. It's the same thing. It's just you're doing it now in a different way, bro. So like you were saying about you know, I want you to take care of me, even though my credit score is like, hell no. Why would you want that?
Yeah,
why would you want another
but-
person to take care of you? If
but
your credit
bro,
score
You
is good,
became
can take
that
care of
man's
yourself.
slave.
But that's how think about it. That's how they, because I'm single, and this is kind of why I'm single. You know what I'm saying? I had to realize that it's when it comes to a relationship, it's two people coming together, them making sure that they help each other out. I'm not saying as in like it's more so like a team effort. Sometimes that person might hit the ball more. Sometimes the other person might hit the ball more. But making sure that they're good when it comes to the foundation, when it comes to teamwork. But I'm not out here singling and mingling. I ain't gonna lie to y'all just because of
The
two
dangerousness.
things. It's a lot of masks just like we got on, and then you don't know who they are until they take their mask off, and by that time it already be a year in. I don't got time to play that game.
She done got
It's a lot of that going on, or they be like, well, I want to be like this, and then they out of the town thugging with their rounds.
and then there's 1,000 thirsties in the DM. 1,000 thirsties. She can choose every day. Yeah, I want JoJo.
Man,
I want John John. You know what I mean? Because I ain't gonna lie. Some of y'all dudes that be in them DMs, I never seen no wild shit, but from what I heard, niggas be pulling out their wood and like, what the fuck going on? Bro, you ain't supposed to be doing this shit. Bro, I've never been a DM. Fuck y'all. I've never been a DM nigga. I've never been a DM nigga, bro. I have never tried it, bro. Even I think I was just raised in a different era.
No, bro. I'm just letting you know now. It works.
See, I never
definitely
did that
works,
shit
but-
when it was coming up, bro.
I never
Even
did
with
it
that-
either. You
no,
right.
I did.
I wasn't in that era, like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, don't get me.
Maybe because I put out my, you know what I mean, my player card early, bro.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
probably-
I wasn't because I ain't coming to that era.
Put
I
it
was
like this, bro. Some
shit is
of
wild.
it like
crazy
leads.
to me,
It leads
man.
to the DM. It'd be like a couple likes, couple comments, then it goes to the DM.
Yeah, right.
That's what it'll roll into. You know what I'm saying? But you already know what it's hitting for. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm old fashioned, bro. You gotta call me on the phone. You can send a text, a couple texts.
Yeah, that ain't new now,
Niggas
bro.
ain't-
They
yeah.
ain't doing that now,
I
bro.
know.
But what I'm learning now is like,
He said, man, it's like picking cotton in that motherfucker.
Man.
Just trying to find out which one you gonna
bro, I swear to God, it's like finding a needle in a haystack, bro.
Yeah.
It's like if you want to have a good time, cool, call her. But if you trying to actually find somebody that you want to be with, that you know you will always have a good time. You see what I mean? Like, it's a difference. Just like there's a time frame on the Pound Town girls. You feel what I'm saying?
is it the Pound Town girl?
Like, I'm just stating that, like, there's motherfuckers that people done dealt with, and they know that it wasn't going nowhere. They knew what it was for, what the conversation was for, why you came over. It wasn't going good past that because they knew what they wanted them to come for. Then there's people that you get them that look like, damn, I see a lot out of you.
And this era is vicious
see a
because back
lot
in the
out
day,
of
you
you.
used to be able to smoke the L and get that ass.
Bro, you can still do that now. Bro, you can still do that now. But I'm saying,
they talking
this.
about, yeah, you try to take me to Bitty Hunters.
Oh yeah. But
That's what I'm saying.
even with them same girls that want to
I
go to
be
Big
hearing that
Honest,
shit.
is still going to Pound Town over a 10 sack.
He said,
Yeah.
oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Bro, it's the same girl.
Yeah.
She's going to Pound Town over a 10 sack, but with the other guy, she still want to go to Benny Hannes. You see what I mean? But I'm just stating it as like,
So she's gonna go to Pound Town for either or.
yeah, for sure,
You can take her to Benihana's or you can give her the 10 sack.
for sure,
Oh, Jesus.
for sure, for
It's
sure.
bad out here.
Same person.
As I said, it's
person.
dangerous mode on
So
here.
here's the thing,
Then
too,
you could
yo.
be like, then you could be messing with a shorty, and there could be a nigga that love her. And then now you fucked up. Now he about to pull out the gun on you like,
Now it's turning into
nigga, I
Gladiator.
love her. I'll kill you like
Now it's
damn.
turning
Nigga.
into Gladiator.
She's Pound Town, but she's loved on the side,
He loved on this
like mac and cheese.
Facts, bro.
Somebody love her on the side, like.
You just gotta watch what you
But
get
then-
yourself into, man. You gotta watch what you get yourself into nowadays, man.
That's what I'm saying, it's
Honestly,
dangerous,
God.
but nigga,
and you being
this
truthful
game is
doesn't
wild.
mean nothing. You being truthful does not mean nothing. You could be a truther if you want to be. As long as they got what they got installed in their head, that's gonna be their plan. It doesn't.
you-
Yeah,
but
and
you got
social
people-
media is growing them up.
You,
Like
you got people out
cultivating them.
here that's some seemingly like you said, like wanting that I guess that relationship on one hand, and they thinking they gonna find that with Miss Pound Town
Oh Lord.
and vice versa.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So the shit somewhere in there, shit gets confused and intense.
Bitch, you can't play her role. Yeah, couple million plus I spent on clothes. You dig? Bitch acting like she scared I bought her a ghost. You dig?
What's good? What's good? This episode sponsored by You Dig a Pearl. You know what I'm saying? You need to go on Center Ave, man. 1844 PGA's PA 15219. Go holler at my boy. You Dig.
Niggas be coming with getting entanglements, and it's all bad.
Entanglement.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's a fucked up word.
Entanglement.
You see what entanglement made a nigga slap a nigga on the stage.
Where,
He said, nigga, I wish you was that nigga. I wish you was this
It
nigga.
was a full-blown trigger. He was sick. He was
I wish
sick,
you was
bro.
that nigga.
Bro, swear to God.
That's what
He
Will
was
Smith
sick,
said. I
bro.
wish you was Austin T, nigga.
But one thing I do say
for that
too,
shit.
Yeah.
I'll say this too.
out on that booger.
I'll definitely say this
What
too.
the fuck
Though. We do have to understand
Ratchet
that.
shit going on the stage.
Oh, for
at the
real,
Oscars.
bro. For
They're like,
real,
oh my
bro.
God, Will.
I'm surprised they didn't go to commercial
he
right
said-
after it happened.
They
They
said, wow.
just left everybody like.
He said, "Nigga, I'm slapped. That's August. I'm
All I
slapping
know
that
is
nigga."
whoever was coordinating the cameras, he said, keep that shit rolling.
You can't cut that off. No.
He said, don't cut that shit off.
He said, "I will
Keep
fire you
that
if you cut that shit off."
Keep that shit
Oh my
rolling.
God. Oh, what do you mean? No, I
Your
will.
ass is out of here if you
He
cut that shit
said,
off.
he said, even if the big boss gets me, fuck it.
Where?
This is footage we
I
can
said,
never get rid of.
damn, I said, this is crazy.
Then after that, they made that nigga
God.
play a slave movie like you back a slave, nigga.
Facts. He definitely did a
No
slave movie
world.
right after that.
You are not
Facts, he
Hancock
did.
no more, nigga.
Yeah. Anyway, he went on a little hiatus for like 6 months.
Yeah,
Like
they
he
came out with
did.
the slave movie. They was like, yeah, nigga, you gotta do the slave movie.
No,
Get
but he
back
really
in.
didn't know. That nigga was traveling the fucking world, bro.
Yeah,
That
he
nigga
was.
ain't take no breaks.
I be
bet.
traveling too.
He slapped a grown man in front of the whole world
For no reason.
because his girl looked at him with that eye like,
Because he was triggered.
So y'all done retaliated?
That's not what I'm saying.
Oh,
I'm just
yeah.
saying.
No. You was Chris Rock.
Listen,
Nah.
And he smacked the shit out of you.
Oh, yeah.
Would you have retaliated?
No, we done been rumbling on
No,
stage,
keep it a
bro.
bean. Keep it a bean. I'll tell you this
We
now.
been rumbling, bro.
Keep it a bean. I'll tell you this now. I would have waited till.
beat
I
under
would
that.
have. Nope. I would have waited till we got backstage.
No.
You know why?
Yeah, I definitely
You know why?
would have.
Listen,
I would have
listen,
saw
listen.
him after.
No, look,
I ain't
listen,
gonna
listen.
lie.
This is
But
why I
y'all
say
think
why.
Chris Rock's not a
This is
street
what-
nigga though.
Listen, no,
Niggas
bro.
weird
That's
with
not
that
it.
shit. When a
That's
nigga walking
not
like
it.
that, you like, oh, what's going on?
That's not it, bro. Listen, this is what it was. Even if y'all would have gotten to a fight, security would have hopped in it. You could have just caught him backstage, talked, said what you needed to say after the first statement, then y'all could have fought.
Did they?
Nah.
Security didn't stop the slap though.
Nah, nigga.
No,
listen,
bro, the
you
slap ain't
know-
nothing.
you
But
know
if you would
when-
have seen them two tussling,
you know
security
when a
would have
nigga
been on
would've-
that
is
stage
about to-
so fast.
It's about to walk up on you to fight,
If
bro.
a man's walking
Like
that
y'all been
close,
y'all from the hood, y'all know
Bro, I
niggas.
ain't gonna lie. I would have been confused as he was getting closer.
Yeah, bro, like, I'd have been-
Well, you know when you see the nigga's demeanor,
Hell yeah.
and they do it in his face, I'd have been like, oh, he about to what?
Yeah, he
Oh,
about
bro,
to. We rumbling, bro. The whole nigga would have came out of me.
Oh,
Swear.
you'd have moved some type of way, and you had to get it on.
Hell yeah.
Right there to there, because it ain't gonna be no. Oh, we waiting after
Hell
this nigga
yeah.
to smack the shit out of me.
Yeah, we been rumbling,
I
bro.
would have waited till I got off of camera.
Man, he got kids, nigga.
I would have waited till I got
I
off of
got
camera,
kids
bro.
too, bro.
I'm talking about your kids seeing you get
Oh,
smacked
yeah.
like that.
Oh no, it ain't going down like that.
But one thing that we need to know is pride don't do nothing but hurt us. So regardless,
For
it was
sure,
it was a lose-lose situation for us because it wasn't like
It was a lose.
it was a black on black crime.
Yeah.
Let's just be on this, bro.
That's why they let it ride.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
they ain't know what to do
it
with
was
us.
a
They're like,
lose-lose
them was niggas,
situation.
they let them solve it out.
That's why I'm stating
Let 'em
that
solve
it was a lose-lose situation. Me and my
Let 'em
ass.
solve it out.
But
This is what niggas do.
I'm just saying when it comes to stuff like that, the prime example is just you cannot bring things that happen in your past into your future.
Yeah.
So like even if you meet somebody new.
Yes,
So like I
sir.
said, because I'm single.
Talk
Y'all,
about
you
it.
know what I'm saying? If you meet somebody, you cannot bring what happened in your past
Damaged people.
to the new relationship. You have to receive the person as who they are. Point blank period. If it doesn't go right, it doesn't go right. That's fine. But you cannot issue like, oh well, I already knew that she was gonna be this way. Ain't no way for you to know that. This is a whole different person. Doesn't matter. They got the same zodiac sign or any of that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and people doing that shit.
Yeah, right. Because like I be playing around with my kids about that because I got two Aries in the household, but
Yeah.
they are still two different people.
Right.
That's easier said than done, bro. It's basically, you know, in my opinion, bro, you gotta heal before you can get into the next relationship.
do
bro.
gotta
You gotta
heal.
take time. You gotta get past the
That's still going
stuff
into
that
what I'm saying, bro.
traumatized you from the last.
That's
one
still
before you
going
jump
into
the
what I'm
next one.
saying though. You still not
Absolutely,
bringing the
absolutely.
past into the future.
Man, I feel we
Yeah.
all fucked
So
up.
you definitely got to heal, but for you to heal, you have to not bring that past trauma into your future relationship. There ain't no way that is going
But
to
in
work
order
out.
to do that, you have to, like you said, bro, you got to heal.
Oh,
But
yeah,
you got to
for
get
sure.
help to heal, though. Because a lot of people don't know how to heal on their own. A lot of people don't know how to be alone.
They don't.
That's a fact.
You know what I
They
mean? And they go
scared to be
their
like
whole
that.
life not being alone, so they don't know how to cope
By themselves.
by themselves.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So they don't, and they can't see like you said, bro, the shit that they can't see the shit that they putting on the new person
Facts.
that's in their life. You know what I'm saying? They can't. They're blind to it, bro.
They are,
They're
bro.
blind to it. So
They are.
yeah, hell yeah.
Them was called awaken. They need awakening moment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's. I mean, you can't make it happen, but those are usually those ones that gotta get an awakening on something.
But it's just like anything else. Like, you gotta want to be a student. You gotta want to keep learning. You gotta want to keep learning somebody just as much as you're learning yourself. You know what I mean? Like, it took us a long way to get to where we were at.
Facts.
We realized a couple things. Okay, we came from the urban community. We did certain stuff back in the day, but that didn't define who we were.
Facts.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, even when it come to relationships, when we were younger, the thing was to be the man and hit off as much chicks as you can. But you realize
Word.
later on that
That shit
didn't
wasn't it.
define who you were. That didn't that didn't give you no extra credibility to keep it 100 in life, just in that small circle that you thought it did. So now that, you know what I mean, you get older, you realize, like, okay, all these entanglements is not worth your time. And it was a waste of time, or it was an experience that happened, but after it happened, you have to prosper past it.
And don't do an 18-year bid. If y'all know what I'm talking about, I'm talking about child support. So if you ski or something and you bust a nut, it's it could be 18 years of coughing up that cash.
If you don't know who that person
And
is,
if you want to be on the run, they will get your ass.
Oh, yeah.
facts.
They will get you.
If
They
you
will
don't
not
know who
play.
that person is, man,
So,
you gotta know
I'm
who
just
you
telling you,
have sex
young
with.
boys, if you ain't
Sheesh.
got no kids, keep it safe. Because I'm trying to tell you, you'll be in the 18-year bid.
What BET say? Wrap it up.
And don't have no kids when you like 37. You really gonna be in the 18-year bid when you like 50. Like, I've been doing it big.
Unless you're on your entrepreneur journey, and your credit's good,
And they gonna take
you
more
know how to
money than that.
leverage your credit. Then
Don't tell
you
them
got
that.
a chance. You got a
No, you
chance.
don't.
You got a chance.
You got more money, they gonna whack that ass.
Facts.
I mean,
They take it more.
But you're
Facts, they
like
take it
37
more.
and you have a baby and you know how to leverage your credit. You can.
If you're a truck
it's easier to
driver and
maneuver
you
through
making
that
like
shit.
2,000,
you still gonna go through some hell,
we need
but you still can
1,500
maneuver
on
through
you.
that.
Right.
Yeah.
Even with that, learn a person, learn people.
Learn the person.
Learn people that you've been dealing with. For one, for two, it's nothing wrong with having friends.
Facts.
Like, I'm not talking about like y'all do anything, dating. I'm talking about y'all are just friends. You can be friends
benefits?
with no, bro, just friends learning somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta always fuck everybody that you meet.
Well, I don't know.
You
Like
really
Steve
don't.
Harvey said,
like,
bro,
you can look good.
a man
you're
can't
wonderful.
be. A man and a woman can't just be friends.
Yes, the
bro.
fuck you can.
No,
Yes, the
I'm
fuck
gonna
you
be
can,
real.
bro.
I've been friends with somebody
Yes,
where I
you
ain't do
can,
nothing, bro. It
I
was
got
like,
a couple
cool.
facts.
That's
was cool.
controversial, bro.
Bro, I got a couple.
I'm not
bro.
saying it can't be done.
Yeah.
No,
I'm not saying it can't be done.
I get what
I'm
you
just
mean.
saying it's
Yeah.
controversial.
I get what you mean, but it's really not, bro. If you know
He
your
said if
place.
her best friend busted it over, you going, oh,
Hell yeah.
I can't, bro. He said, man, I don't know. She threw it at me. He said, well, she throwed it at me.
And that is why your girl would not allow you to have friends. Nigga, hell no.
Facts.
You get on her
Facts.
crib, she get in the
But-
shower, babe. Like, what you mean she get in the
See,
shower?
that's a
Yeah,
little
so
bit.
she might bust it.
That's
She might
a little
feel
bit
lonely one night.
That's a
You know
little
what I'm
bit
saying?
more
Like,
than it needs to
slide
be.
a kiss on your ass. Now you all fucked up. Like, damn.
Bro,
Hey, yo.
This is wildin'.
Yeah.
You can't be in a relationship with no friends. Like that.
Yeah, I feel like when it comes to some
That's
shit like
dangerous.
that, when it comes to some shit like that, if she has a man and y'all actually all go out, that would be different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm talking about, like, as in, like, y'all go on group dates and stuff like that, and y'all all know each other. Y'all all converse with each other.
But
That'd
that's-
be different. But I'm talking about
that shit
as
still
in,
gonna
like,
happen, bro.
nah, bro. I'm talking about, like, as in, like, you just being a single male, females, they could be single or whatever the case is, but just being their friend. You do not, like, women, y'all look good. Black women, y'all look beautiful. Y'all are, oh my God. But at the same time, I'm not going to make something into a detrimental. I'm not going to make it detrimental for that environment.
Yeah, right.
If it doesn't have to be, if we can really be cool as fucking friends, like we're too grown for that shit now,
Yeah,
bro.
right.
We're at a certain age bracket that it's either you're dating, you have friends, or you're taken.
It's not that simple, bro. Because
I disagree.
That's how I know Brock on some shit like, listen here.
Listen, you got
I'm
two
ahead.
successful.
He
look,
said, I'm ahead.
Y'all got two. Take
I'm
for
ahead.
example, you're single, right?
Yeah.
So you and another single fine ass black woman, right? Y'all both on your entrepreneurship. Y'all both making moves. Y'all both are in the right circles. Y'all both are. Your futures is bright.
Yeah, I'm listening.
So it's natural to be attracted to somebody that's in your same lane as you and on the same page. That y'all gonna click like that.
Like I said, that
But
doesn't mean.
I'm not saying you still can't be friends. But
Speaking of
nine times out of 10, it might not be you, but her. She's gonna be feeling you, bro. Because why? You're in her lane. You're her caliber of man that she wants and needs in her life.
But it still got to start as a friendship. It still got to be a friendship.
Oh, for sure.
Like a lot of couples that are together. What do they say? This is my best friend. But we,
you know what that means.
If we just, like if we just fucking. You might not just be my best friend. We're just fucking.
Some dudes can't handle it.
I done had certain females. I done had certain females that all we did was just fuck. That's all we did. I came through, smoked, we fucked. That's it. Wasn't none more, none less. I wasn't doing more than that.
Might have discussing the best.
Yeah, for real. Might have cooked a couple times. You feel me? Like, but we just eating. But it's at the crib. We not going nowhere. We not outside.
Think about where y'all was at in that, and where you was at in that particular part of time in your life. You want it.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
You know what I'm saying? So start that ratchet shit.